Again, Arian spoiling a certain win. Jesper fighting back, but then messing up in the end game. Very cool stuff.
Yet again, a roller coaster of a game.
Yeah, we only had roller coasters so far. So wow, indeed, Mats. Wow.
I mean that end game there. That's study like.
Yeah, I mean it was going back and forth every move. Another Catalan in this game. Different approach though.
And look at the B pawn. It started on D7 and now has gotten itself to B3.
I mean, fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Or is it the C5, C7 pawn?
No, it's a C pawn.
It's the C pawn.
Damn it.
Yeah. But still, they've played super fast, and this opening is not exactly standard. At least not to my house. This has been played lots though before, but now A3, B3, and suddenly both these pawns might drop. But again, Arian plays for activity in the center, so he will try to get something.
Ooh, this looks like something gone wrong for Arian in the opening.
B5. Oh. Wow. Super.
These guys are not afraid to fight.
Super sharp stuff.
Now
Okay.
take on D5.
And then
now
take on B3 maybe. Bishop
B6.
E6. Knight C5. Looks bad for black. But,
well, I'm not.
But you could go just Knight E7 after though. Taken in Knight E7.
Yeah.
But again, this bishop looks very active and very nice on G2.
White's problem is that he hasn't castled yet, I would say.
Yeah, not a big issue, at least not yet, but could develop into something, this situation with the king. But okay, Knight E7 probably being played now, or the other knight for that matter. But I don't think he will go for this. Looks unpleasant.
Okay, so which knight do you want on E7? Because you could go with both, right?
Yeah, you could. Okay, so you want to keep a knight on D5, an active knight, or you want a slightly more solid setup, protecting this one. Maybe this is my preference actually. Yeah, and he does this because I want to keep my active knight to avoid Knight C3 hitting me yet again. So okay.
Now Bishop B7 probably.
Or A5. Okay, Bishop B7 immediately.
Yeah.
I would probably flick in A5 at some point here.
Is Knight C3 playable?
Knight C5 immediately now. Remember that there's a check as well.
Yeah. Okay, so he probably wants to play B4.
B4 now will allow Knight C3 though.
Well, I don't care that much.
B4 A5.
Queen B3.
We're so good.
Yeah, we are. At least we
should be playing,
right? We can find some of the moves.
Would be 6-0, I think, in both cases, but it would be fun.
No, I would take half a point.
You would take half a point.
Yeah,
by
stalemating.
By stalemate, yeah. I mean, the odds are pretty good that we would get
not getting
one
stalemated, but
no,
actually stalemating.
A B.
So currently we have 4-2 to Arian. So he's been playing, or I don't know if he's been playing better. I guess so, but
he has been, but because he's messed up.
Oh wow!
At least one move.
Okay, these guys are calculating.
They are.
So take on B4, then knight.
Take on G2, knight D5.
Yes.
And then the knight drops.
But what about knight D7?
Knight D7 now, yeah.
Then queen B7.
No,
if you go to... you get a double check though. So
yeah, there's almost a mate.
Yeah. There probably is
some Nakamura-esque arrows here, guys. But there are some complications that Jesper needs to figure out after knight D5. A temporary piece sacrifice from Arian, who aims to regain it on C5 immediately.
There's also a funny line with take on A8. And then if you take the queen, then take on F8.
And suddenly there's a...
And suddenly there is a fork.
There's a family fork on D7.
But, of course, you just take back on A8.
Yeah, keep it simple.
But what do you do with I mean, I guess a queen b2 or e4 rather is probably a good.
Yeah, because you can take on e5, right?
Yes.
But then black would have the pass pawn. Could be a slight advantage in the endgame.
Yeah,
might
probably.
be. So Jesper's been thinking, spending some time on this move. Very important decision.
Yeah.
We'll see if you can figure out the complications here. If you can maybe trick Arian into something, or if Arian has tricked himself. We'll see. Jesper, of course, still needs to win more games to keep himself in contention here. Arian only needs 1.5 points to add to his already very strong score of 4 points. Best out of 10 games, blitz 3+2. So 5.5 points will do to get Arian to the final. He does go for this trick, rook a8, but Arian responds in kind. He had pre-moved rook a8.
Okay, so yeah, queen e4.
Queen e4,
takes.
Yeah. This is annoying. Okay, so he just goes for queen e5, regaining the pawn, but this passed pawn is well, at least slightly annoying.
I don't know if I like this line, because if when white does this, play queen e4, why did you trade the rooks? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to force him to do a rook move after, because this pin was probably a bit annoying. But okay, I see your point, definitely. Yeah. Why not keep the rooks on? But okay. That was also a big decision Jesper needed to make in a very short time span. H6.
I was thinking why not e4, but then suddenly there's...
Then suddenly knight e3.
Because the queen is covered by the knight.
Right, so why not e4?
Why not e4? That's just winning, no?
e4 now?
Yeah.
I mean, they both must have thought that knight e3 would win, but no. And then instead, he dropped the pawn, actually. Instead, he actually fell for it.
Yeah.
He dropped the pawn. It's, of course, possible to save, but...
how easy is this to save?
This should be pretty straightforward with an active king.
I'm always so uncertain about my rook in games.
Yeah.
Rook b4.
Maybe rook b4 to plan f4. That's super concrete, and he does that. Very...
forced to draw as quickly as possible.
Yeah. 6-7 seconds down for... left for Thybo. Jesper, Arian up to 40 seconds. 35, thinking now, trying to, of course, squeeze something out of this endgame.
F4 is not possible anymore. Oh, that move, do I like it? Yeah, I do like it. Because you need to play king f6. Is rook e5 possible?
I guess he's trying to figure this one out.
Probably not, because you get f4 with check.
Yeah, and then king e6.
Yeah, king g6.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so f4 now, and I think this is pretty comfortable, but we'll see. 10 seconds for Arian, 4.3 for Jesper. Jesper can't afford to lose this one. He needs to save this game. I mean, this is the pressure is really on, but Jesper looks to be comfortable in this endgame. The king will go to d2, d4 and stop the pawn. Rook e2 now and rook b2, and it's a draw.
Yeah.
So 4.5, 2.5, and very cool fighting game yet again.